Oh boy, looks a little bit rainy out there. I don't think you really care about that though, do you? You do probably care about running a sub 20-minute 5K, or you wouldn't have clicked on this video, so maybe I can help you out with that. So I'm going to go for a trail run. There's my pack. And every kilometer, I'm going to give you another little tip. First things first, let's talk about what you're doing wrong. All right, 1 kilometer done, and let's talk about what you're doing wrong or what you might be doing wrong. So when I first started to go for PRs in 5K, I used to go out and try to run 5K basically every week and just try to run harder and harder every time. And that's gonna work at first, but you're gonna plateau, or at least I plateaued. And if you've plateaued, stop doing that. Instead, better thing to do is actually start following a plan. A specific training plan for you is going to help you slowly progress and avoid injury. 2 kilometers done, and what I mean by a training plan is you want to find one that's actually going to work for you. So a training plan I'm about to talk about is good for someone that can run a 22-minute 5K or less. So if you're 22 minutes to 20 minutes and you want to go sub 20, this is going to work for you. If it doesn't work for you, that's not a big deal, because I'm going to link to a website that I'm not affiliated to, but it'll actually give you a plan for you. If you're above 22 minutes, it's going to get you down to a 22-minute marker, and then you can do this training plan. So this is pretty much going to work for anyone. It's adaptable, and this is why I like this plan. This is why I think it's the simplest one, because it's adaptable to anyone, no matter what your speed is. So if you can run a 22-minute, keep listening. If you can't, well, click down in the link below, and it'll tell you what to do if you're a little bit slower than that right now. The other thing you need to do is you're going to want to be able to run. Ooh, that was a puddle. Okay, you're gonna want to be able to run slightly faster than the pace you're gonna need. So a good way to think about running a 5K is to break it down into the actual pace you need to run. So to run 20 minutes, you got to run 4-minute kilometer pace the entire time, evenly spread out. In miles, that's like a 6:25 mile, I think. But for the rest of this video, it's going to be all in kilometers, because that's what I know. So to get faster, you actually have to run faster than what you want in shorter durations. So to do this plan, you actually want to be able to do a sub 4-minute kilometer for 1 kilometer. So I would say maybe a 350 kilometer just for 1 kilometer. That just shows that you have the speed built up to actually run this, to do this training plan. If you can't run a 350 kilometer for 1 kilometer, go back and do the 22-minute plan. It'll be better suited for you because you don't have that speed built up. And that's really what this is all about, is building your speed. So at the next kilometer, I'm going to talk about the 3 workouts that are key workouts that you got to be able to do. And yeah, let's go from there. And I'm out of breath because I'm going up a really steep hill, although you probably can't tell from here. Okay, kilometer 3, and there is basically 5 workouts that you need to get. There's basically 5 workouts that you need to successfully achieve to know that you're going to be able to do a sub 20-minute 5K. So it takes all the guess game out. So to string together 5 straight single kilometers at a 4-kilometer pace, you basically just practice doing that. So the first breakthrough workout is kilometer intervals. Okay, so you're going to do 4-minute kilometer paced intervals with a 90-second break in between, where you can jog or walk or whatever you want to do, and then you go again. And by the end, you want to be able to string 5 of those in a row with a 90-second break in between, and that is your kilometer interval workout. When you can do the 5 at a 4-kilometer pace, that is your first breakthrough workout. That'll tell you that you can do. That'll tell you that you'll be able to do the 20-minute 5K. So for the second breakthrough workout is you want to be able to do 400-meter repeats. You got to get up to 10 400-meter repeats at slightly faster pace than your goal pace. So that'll be a 350, 355 kilometer pace, or if you're running on a track, 93 seconds, 400 meters. And in between each one, you're gonna take 90 seconds where you just walk, catch your breath, and go again. And once you can work all the way up to doing 10 of those successfully in a row, you successfully passed the second breakthrough session. 400 meter repeats are gonna teach you to run a little bit faster. It's gonna teach your legs a little bit more speed work to build up that speed. So when you go back to your regular pace, it's gonna seem easier and your body's gonna be more efficiently able to do it. The third workout is 800 meter repeats. You wanna be able to do 6 by 800 at 4-minute kilometer pace again, and take 200 meters, just easy jogging around the track in between each. If you can get up to 8, you've passed that breakthrough. Just gotta cross a little bit of a river here. Ooh. Sketchy. All part of the trail. All right, the good news is those are just the 3 breakthrough sets. If you can get all of those workouts done, you're good. The other 2 workouts that you need to do are just gonna help you get there. So those are gonna be easy runs in that week and also long runs. You don't need to do a long run any longer than an hour, but you wanna make sure you're going at the right pace. And that is an easy pace, zone 2 pace. If you don't know what that is, I got another video for that. I'll link that up here, and then you can figure out what pace you should be doing your long runs at. But these are just, those 2 workouts are just gonna help you get to the other ones. So the real question is, how do you successfully complete those 3 workouts? Your intervals, your kilometer-long intervals, your 400s, and your 800s. And that is the secret to being able to run a 20-minute 5K. So if you don't know, a proper build cycle is 3 weeks where you slowly build upon each one, and then on the 4th week, you take a rest week. So that's exactly what you're gonna do. So wherever you are right now, let's say for the kilometer repeats, you can only run 3 of those right now. So for the first week, you run 3 by 1 kilometer, and that's a great workout. Next week, you're gonna try to get to 4 by 1 kilometer. And ideally, the next week after that, you'll get to 5 by 1 kilometer, and then you're good. And then on the 4th week, you can take a rest week. You can even do that run. You can even do the 5K run on that 4th week on the Sunday. So that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna run the 400s, run the 800s, and run the kilometer, and see exactly where you're at, where you are. You know, you don't wanna kill yourself, but see what you can do. And from there, do 3 weeks in a row where you slowly build up each one of those things. And it might take you more than 3 weeks to do it. So you'll get to 3 weeks, say maybe you're not quite there yet, you'll take a recovery week where you lower down your intensity, lower down your volume, you rest up, and then you go back at it again, wherever you were left off, and you start to build again. And you keep trying to do that until by the end, you're able to successfully do those 3 workouts. And then you're good. Then you can pretty much guarantee that you can run that 20-minute 5K. What your week schedule is going to look like is never put 2 of those hard sessions back to back. So for the kilometer repeats, do them on a Monday, and then do 800s on, say, a Thursday or something like that. And you can only do 2 of those hard sessions a week. So pick whatever you want to do. If you want to do 400s and the kilometer repeats, that's great. And then the next week, do 800s with the kilometers, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Mix and match, but only do 2 hard ones every week. And then with that, do 1 easy run for your 3rd run of the week. And then on the weekend, do 1 long run, which is up to 1 hour long. And that's what your week's gonna look like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. And if everything goes well and you put in the hard work, you can definitely run 20-minute 5K, no big deal. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, go to that website that I linked, and it actually will label out, or actually will put out everything you need to do. It actually gives you a training plan that you can follow. And once again, I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I looked online and I found it and I thought, hey, this is perfect. So yeah, if it's a little bit of preparation, a little bit of, training, a little bit of hard work, you can definitely run this. It might take you a little bit longer depending on where you are, but if you keep working at it, you will get there, I guarantee it. so I just finished up, ended up doing 8K. I did like a 20-minute tempo run. So definitely picked up the pace after my last talk. Yeah, so biggest thing to remember, get those 3 workouts down. Only do 2 hard workouts a week. So mix up the 3 of them however you want, and do 1 easy run and 1 long run at an easy pace during the week. And make sure you do your easy and your long run at an easy intensity. You don't want to try to push yourself and get more fit on those 2 days. Save those days, go slow on those days, and go hard on the other 2 days, the hard days. So keep your easy days easy, make your hard days hard. Best way to get fit and reduce the chance of getting injured. Yeah, thanks for watching. Got myself a boo-boo. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks. Subscribe if you want.